Good evening, Imperium Drywall and Painting. Excuse me. First of all, thank you for replying to my message. Excuse me. Sorry. And like I was saying, if you are tired of posting on social media, trying to get clients, I'm going to show you different option. Um, how to show up on Google searches, and most importantly, how many people are looking for your services. And now you are asking me how does it work and how much does it cost. I'll explain that by the end of the video. So let me start first with, let's see how many people are looking for your services, right? I couldn't find, besides your Facebook profile, I think you have a website, a domain, idpnow.com, but it's not working. And I found your Google profile here, and you got 24 reviews, which is good. I'll suggest you to have more content. I'll explain why in a second. And more updates. You don't have anything posting here, so if I go to Google and I trying to find a painting contractor in Chicago, because I think that's one of the things that you do. I'm not sure what you exactly mean by new construction. Do you do like foundation, that kind of stuff? Gotta be more specific in that. That will be my advice. Okay. Drywall, hanging, taping, interior, external painting. Okay. So yeah, if I go to Google and I type painting contractor Chicago, and let's face it, Google is the most the most popular search engine right here in the United States by far right now, right? So if I type this, the first thing I'm gonna see here, now depending on your location, because I'm in New Jersey, I'm not gonna see any Google ads, but don't worry, this first thing you see here is the map section. You can definitely show up here, okay? But most likely you need to improve content. So you need to add more information here. You need to add more pictures and your reviews. Let's see your reviews here. Okay. Okay. Your last review was a year ago. That's kind of a long time ago, but you need to reply to the reviews, even if they're like old or even if they're like bad reviews. Because let's face, sometimes you just get bad reviews. But that's just the nature of the business. Reply to those reviews. Google loves to see the interaction between service provider and consumer. Okay. For example, this one, perfect. You respond to this one because they give you 1 star. Absolutely great. This one, just reply to those. Okay. It doesn't matter. Like I say, it doesn't matter if it was a year ago or whatever. Reply because that interaction, that movement helps your Google profile. Okay. But going back to here, then we have number one, we have organic result. We got these guys, Chicago painters. We got these guys on number two, looks well painting. Okay. Number three got these guys. So just for you to know, 70% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top three here. In the top three here, that means that less than 30% will actually scroll all the way down to the end of the page or even go to the second or third. Now, to my point, let's see why these guys are ranking number one. Okay. So if you ever want to have a website, well, they have a video here that's not working. That's kind of weird. Anyway, the first thing you need to know is that anybody can have a website. Don't get me wrong. Okay. And it can look amazing. The design can be astonishing. You know, it can be mind blowing. But if you don't have the exposure, the visibility, online is like having a business card in your wallet all the time that you forgot about it. Okay. So for you to be found on Google, it's not about how your website looks. It's about what your website is providing in terms of information. Content. You need to have relevant content. When I'm talking content, I'm talking about all this text that is readable. Okay. And here you need to add this what people are searching for: painting company from Chicago's highest rated company, for example, right? Google could understand that you're trying to target painting company in Chicago or that kind of something similar. And then you surround that with a lot of relevant information. Why is this important? Because when Google reads all of this, and it's not like they have an actual human being, they actually, you know, it would be ideal, but they have this software algorithm program going on. And if it doesn't make sense on their end, you're never going to show up. So the first thing, content, you can see here, content here, all this text, all this readable text, okay? All this. that matters a lot. Okay, and to show you that, I use this tool called Ahrefs, and what this does, it picks data from any website based on Google criteria. So we can see here that these guys are being found for 1,300 keywords, and they have around 561 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? This is the second most important. And I'm explaining this so you have an idea how this works, because this is a different, completely different word that most of people don't even know that it has to be done so you can show up on Google. Anyway, backlinks are other sites, other websites that are mentioning your name or your business name, and this will give you the power so you can be found on Google. It's like having a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, endorsement kind of thing. They do a press release with an article, a lot of information going on, mentioning your name or the keywords that you want to show up, right? For example, painting contractor, Chicago. Okay, that's what backlinks are for. Okay, they give you the popularity that you need so you can be found on Google. And Google will understand, oh, okay, you are the real deal, so okay, we're gonna put you on top because you're being popular. Okay. Anyway, let's see what kind of keywords are being found for, and this is how we see how many people, actually clients, you can actually reach. For example, give you an idea. These guys are targeting these residential painting services, okay? But this is like a national keyword. So if somebody in California sees, your name popping up, unless you're doing business in California, it doesn't make sense to, put resources in this. And I'll explain what I mean by resources. But here's the fun part, for example. Painter Chicago. There's 600 searches a month. That means that roughly 600 people search this every month. And because of ranking number 2, they're getting 211 visits. That means that they get 211 chances every month for some people that are looking for this. Okay? And that doesn't stop there. For example, this doesn't really work unless your profile is really optimized and is in kicking ass on the top 3. Near me, Chicago painters, for example, 300 searches a month, and because they're ranking number 2, they get another 80 visits. So you do the math, right? 211 plus 80, 291 chances they get every single month just for painting. Okay. Painting Chicago, 150 searches a month, because they're ranking number 2, they get another 54. Those are clients. Those are people that are searching for this stuff every single month. Painter Chicago, for example, 150 searches a month, because the ranking number 3, you get another 23. You get the idea, right? Painting Contractor Chicago, Painter Chicago, Painter Services Chicago, Painting in Chicago, and the list goes on and on and on. Okay, so how does it work? You need to have a website, okay? And create a website. You can have a website, but we need to optimize the website with the content that you need to show up for specific searches. Okay, that's how it works. And when you show up on Google, people are searching for this stuff, and you can see here, Painter Chicago. Okay, let's see who's ranking for this really quick. Okay, these guys are ranking number 1, because this is considered position number 1. Okay, but this is how we know how many people are actually clients are searching, because your competition is ranking. So yeah, we optimize websites. I optimize websites. Make sure that you have relevant keywords based on the areas that you want to target, based on the services that you provide. For example, here I only notice, and this is like kind of a Google understands as well, that you just do these kind of things. Okay, construction, if so, but nothing really precise, specific and relevant. Okay, so we also optimize. I also optimize a Google profiles, for example. Okay, because this helps a lot when somebody's searching this, and your name pops up here. What I think is there's no point of what's the point of showing up on Google if your phone is not ringing? Okay, if you have a business and you have a website and you're ranking, or you have a website and you supposedly are ranking, your phone number should be ringing. Okay. Other than that, I don't want to take too much of your time. I hope you find this information useful. Like I said, take these tips because these are going to help you if you are tired of posting on social media and trying to get clients, posting on Facebook or replying to um, on groups that people are looking for quotes and stuff. Anyway, I think that you have a lot of potential here. It's really up to you to um, understand if this actually is going to be good for you or not. Other than that, like I said, let me know if you have any questions. I cannot give you a price because I'm not really sure what services do you target. In specific, besides these 1, 2, 3 here, I don't know what areas do you want to cover. I know Illinois is huge, but just Chicago is a very competitive area. So that's one of the things. So it will be irresponsible for me to tell you, hey, it's gonna cost you X amount of money because my projections are based on how many clients I can bring you every month once we start ranking. Okay, so that being said, I hope you understand that. Like I said, let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.